This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious?
She'll pull.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we...
It's like Sarge said, we need to get... Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants... See you later in the briefing room.
In other news, Mayor Kuzak suffers another humiliation during his mayoral campaign. The hats that he gave away to the homeless citizens of Detroit seem to have another application. They turn into balaclavas that are now commonly used to protect the identity of liquor store robbers. As a result, we've seen an unprecedented spike in crime.
They are deliberately making me look like a fool.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rat.
As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to Becker, but considering that was our first mission together...
You helped.
I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one... Would you mind showing me how you...
Yes,
You want to go now? I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I come in now? I can't help myself. It's awesome.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
Not.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distraction. Is your service...
I was issued this old gun.
I will try...
Sure thing. Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything that...
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you.
I don't think that's entirely true. But I guess...
A cop must be ready.
Sure. Thank you.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Why are you in this?
I come here to think sometime.
That is
Why, thank you. I try very hard to... Seriously.
was hoping after everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to... He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his
It could be.
You kidding?
You are not.
Yeah, okay. Just...
What is it?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out. It's just, all you have to do is find, just make sure to hang. Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go. put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family get. You know, I usually do all of this alone, but having you share this responsibility.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with a street vulture.
A place where, for some reason, we were...
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout. We also...
Yeah.
Dead bodies whose brains are still in...
Wow. That's even more...
We'll get to the whys, but for now, we need to focus on catching Spike. Since they know we're onto them,
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Put down your weapons. Put down your weapons.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Continue forward and show them what it means to be a team. Herb neutralized. They don't stand a chance. Keep firing! Go! 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 Suspect is down. Don't act like you're all that impressive. With all that fancy tech, a brick would know how to shoot.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there.
Your presence here is...
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their...
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that... A city of the future where there is... Do you believe the commercial...
Unrealistic.
But the ways by which they're... In order to create Delta City, OCP... Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story. OCP offered these people, and the later gains will far outweigh the cost.
You do not...
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional... I believe that's a loophole that OCP...
That is...
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time...
You can go, but if you continue to disobey...
Anyway, the city owes you.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nut job.
What is this intricate device?
Shut your fucking mouth! I think someone is coming. Everyone quiet.
Stings like a bitch! Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company...
An opportunity for an...
I'll be watching you.
Officer Washington, I am looking at...
A bomb? Okay.
There is no time. I will need your help.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but first aid...
Are you looking for a bomb diffusing...
Found it! First rule, call qualified person... Okay.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24.
Okay. So they used it according to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables.
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but...
There is one way to be...
So, you could have done that...
I thought you may learn something.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Tunnels? Back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
bank already?
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry. There's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that. I am listening, creep.
Robocop?
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here?
We no longer deal with that arrogant. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're...
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture.
There he is! The man who saved our pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe in the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent...
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blank, once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. Robocop is...
I am
Oh, OCP skimps on fired our maintenance guy to reduce their...
We need to get... I am equipped...
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box. Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
We are going to
I'm ready
build
for you,
a
Robo.
brand new city where Detroit
All right.
now
I'm afraid not.
stands.
Looks like OCP
Delta
is really
City
cutting
is
costs
the
with...
God knows what they'll cut next.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations.
Hey.
I've seen your... How do you feel about...
I serve the public trust.
No. Your sense of duty... I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How...
She is.
You cherish that relationship, don't you?
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your...
OCP.
And how do you view their decision to...
It was...
To everyone involved, I'm sure. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your... I see. Memories can be painful. The thief that broke into my house, I mentioned, he was an addict who'd come over to steal things. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it.
I do not remember my family.
These feelings...
But OCP sees them.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you.
Did they?
What you need to understand is that especially now that I understand how important these memories... I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your... I've got plenty to think about for now.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be
Just having a little fun with our fellow. Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound...
It's not like he didn't... You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation...
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst.
Spike has proven to be talkative.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some act. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move.
I know someone versed.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot.
The old man himself.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you.
Enough. Head down.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you, judging by your expressive face. He hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our...
I will not let...
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me, whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your everything for the top, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old
Hey,
man
Shiny.
himself. I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us.
How are you feeling after the...
Who gives a shit?
I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, there's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage.
Should I assume hostility?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly in tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to...
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. This old junker needs recycling. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. See, I grew up in this very apartment. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. I always dreamt of turning it into a new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine?
I agree with all city and...
Glad to know Delta City's construction is about to start. Decay and death are terrible things, but I don't have to... It really makes me wonder, has the time...
The enhancements...
Not only your actions, but your word, the real reason I've summoned you. I'm aware of your instability problem. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell...
I am happy to comply with any activity that...
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I'm sure that becoming a liability is the
That is...
Now we've reached an understanding.
My partner has been severely wounded.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this whole... Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Holy shit! What was that?
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead.
OCP wants to raise
Spike's
towers
still
of
out
glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field trip.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
Whoa. It's getting so cold. Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore. And it has no bullet holes.
Greetings. Waiting for...
Just browsing to find which move...
If you need experience that will enhance...
I like trying new... Nah, tell me.
I need information...
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what... Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank. So, your best bet is to...
You really want...
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel, and I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are...
Any witness?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out.
Are you positive that he escaped?
Not so much on it as with. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to...
Thank you.
I know you're busy.
I will not be involved in any...
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need the title, slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something. So what do you say?
If it helps you stay out of trouble...
Yeah, it'll solve all my...
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or what. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Excuse me.
You can investigate the case of several tapes being overdue.
Oh man, did he call us friends? Nice.
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very. But the director is up.
We do not need to bow to.
Easier said than done.
Diamonds are made.
Wait, do you think there's a diamond within? I'm just messing with you. But let's get back to it.
Kind Shepherd.
Love that one. You know that movie could have never. Thankfully, his wife.
Everyone deserves. There is nothing that you cannot.
Spoken like a true good shepherd. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction.
Do you think violence can...
It's just shown with a different set. You know how they are.
Recognizing beauty and...
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again...
You know movies.
Yep. There's nothing but...
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still, but he said that if sequels...
They give hope.
Yeah. Plus, you get... Anyway... Wrist... Hey... I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But... here it is. Isn't that the tape we're looking for? Tape? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
Crap! Crap! I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
I'll torch you to a crisp! You're gonna cry! First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
Where...
He ran out the back.
Where will I...
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to try the computer. Who's gonna pay for all this?
right?
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
You will need...
Shit. I don't even know. I fucked up. I know. With all that great advice. Diamonds are made under... I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need, right? So, let me keep the money.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money?
I know you're a police officer.
I am not doing this as a police officer.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earned that money fair and square.
Greetings.
The best cop in the hood is...
I am here.
Oh, damn. What is... I need to get that car down. Can you help me out with this?
I will...
Go on, then. Let's see how it's done. I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure that you knew about that already.
What? I mean, I would never miss such a thing.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power. Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then. I'm guessing it's an easy fix. It started.
I am best at...
You said
a biker.
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up, bald head, wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance.
Do you know the whereabouts?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
What was the design you sprayed on?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist.
Why do you think the design was intended?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattooed. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo.
Thank you for... Watch and learn. Smoking is dangerous, not to mention.
I don't give a shit about.
Then you must.
No one in it.
They say we're in a record-breaking recession, but people are throwing away things that still work. Oh, this underwear looks some old school.
You are committing compliance with the. I will not issue a ticket at this time, but
You know nothing about politics, but thanks it.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here.
A tattoo then.
How about I bring
Hey man, no pressure. Anyway, if you're not here for ink,
a biker called Spike?
I don't serve no bikers.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vulture?
You've got no proof, cop. What next? You gonna try to tell me that I'm smuggling nuke in a red inker?
Do you?
You still here? I don't want my customers to confuse my parlor for an auto shop.
I found evidence of your connection.
I'm not.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to.
Where?
He's got a place nearby somewhere.
I am afraid this information is.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper.
Wise choice.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Hey, Robocop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word.
Is this the right button? Can it hear me?
Yes, sir. He can hear you.
Hey, Silverboy. The tracker says you were near the apartment of that domestic terrorist we talked about. Your memory is probably glitchy, so I figured I'd send you a friendly reminder. Check the place out. How do you guys end these? Over and out?
There's no need.
Over and out.
Ugh.
Officer Washington,
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right.
ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of
Yeah. Officer Washington reporting for field trial.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about
Got it.
spare and
Check.
duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is
Isn't this?
Police!
I think that answers.
Please! I need your help!
set the radio to.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
I hate the day shift.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to watch and learn.
Well, to tell you...
The second thing is to Madam, you do not need to be afraid.
Yes.
The third.
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing.
Do you have any idea?
The only place... I've also heard some...
Is it okay for...
Yes, it.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune. So don't you come back without him.
Turn your flashlight.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is...
I don't remember reading that in the field manual.
No, from...
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat.
Go ahead.
Wow.
You will never know.
What was that? Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh! I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Washington, do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
You got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find this location. Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir. I can hold him off much longer, sir. We're in, pig. Nope. Ah!
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
That was tense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today.
Thank you, sir.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the
I assume there is more if you... I found a rental bill for a lock...
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, do you want to help OCP avoid
Does a well-intentioned criminal...
You're in a philosophy. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with it will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP.
Explain.
Not so fast. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP.
What is it that you...
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from... I need to protect what's inside. But there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on.
I will not be involved in the...
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents. Call me once you secure the... You're late.
Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are. Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
This is our hood! Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to... These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff.
They tracked my...
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lie? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy.
If there is evidence of a...
Police officer. In the box are my personal belongings. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through...
I understand.
So we have even more... Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue. You've helped them already. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
I have some.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. But that's not a story for me to tell.
Murphy, could you give us a hand? It's got...
What happened?
Can you believe this? A bunch of repeat offenders came up with a bright idea to storm the court. They took hostages and are now demanding both the 6,000 SUX and
Acapulco.
I don't think these guys follow the news. But I'm afraid that it may be too late to rescue the hostages if
they want to fly into a war zone.
sent you, Robocop. It was a nightmare.
Robo, if you could call my boss and confirm what happened here. He wouldn't believe that I was taken hostage for the 3rd time this week.
Stay here. The police.
Hey, Robo, you showed them. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Come on, come on.
It is an honor to finally meet the hero of... It's a shame that our basketball team... Some say it's because of a lack of...
cooperation.
And not just among police officers. As for me, I have always valued team play. My grandfather used to tell me that this Kuzak allows the city to be taken. He fails to realize that OCP... I want to work with you and OCP to improve the city. But to make it a reality, we would need your support.
I follow politics, but I do not take...
So you allow others to use you. You are the symbol of the city. You should choose what you want to represent. Only one of these paths leads to... You say we have... you'll have to forgive me. We're already... Now think about what we've discussed. About what we...
Can I toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Entering the fountain.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
You are free to go.
I think I got it.
Did some idiot confuse the courthouse with a bank again?
I'm telling you, she was looking straight at me, like I was the only man on the planet.
I know. She's the reason I blew my paycheck.
Littering.
It's an act of revenge.
Trouble in a...
What? I mean my boss. She fired me. Let everyone know the fraud her company is.
You can go.
Yeah, sure. Have it your way.
City Hall is the decaying symbol of mismanagement and corruption. Detroit preserves...